back with the next guest, Dave.
Yes.
On this
very, very
Cobra Rock's acoustic marathon.
Yeah, and I mean,
Cram.
they're still queuing up, I think, so this could be interesting.
Yeah.
Cobra Rocks takes place on the 13th.
Yeah, April the 13th. Our next guests are Prophets and Seers. Hi, guys. Hiya. If we can just go through the band.
We need to get on a microphone now, I think. Right, guys, can you make sure you get on the mic when...
Sorry, just shout a bit.
Yeah,
it's fine.
that might be the way to do it, yeah.
It's difficult. One mic between four, it's always going to be difficult. So, yeah, if we can go through the band and what you play.
My name's Tanner Murphy, and I play guitar and do vocals.
I'm Stayhan, and I do guitar.
I'm Mark Brazier, I play bass. I'm Stefan Boat, and I play the drums.
Okay. So you guys have been playing together for how long?
Since last October.
Oh, quite new then.
Yeah, fairly new.
And is your first band for each of you, or have you in a...
Well, the whole band actually came out of two older bands
that
we used to play in, called Revelations and Stalking Shadows, and we've kind of just stuck together and became this new band.
Yeah.
I'm a fairly new member to both of them, but I've known Stefan for ages, so been able to get into the band through him. Yeah.
Right.
Through our previous band.
Oh, right, okay.
So
sort of Cameron's age then, sort of, like, really, right?
Pretty much.
Yes.
So you're involved with Cobra Rocks, which we say is on the April the 13th, which is a Friday or Saturday?
It's a Saturday, I believe.
Okay, and it's an early start. Is it lunchtime start?
6:30.
Oh, 6:30. Okay, fine.
Late one.
Yeah, for some that's going to be late. And where is it? Can you tell us where it is?
It's in Crowborough, just by it's a coffee shop or something. Somewhere near
it. Do we know the exact place? Or
it's
not?
in the High Street, isn't it? There's a place in the High Street.
I take it your driver's going to know.
Remember the name. Yeah.
Your limo driver's going to know where it is. Otherwise, you won't be there. Yeah.
Useful.
Can I just read something that we've got here, which it says Cobra Rocks is a local non-profit organisation dedicated to giving young gifted musicians a chance to showcase their talents whilst experiencing all aspects of putting together a gig. Our musical events not only broaden the horizons of groups of talented young musicians on the music scene, but also gives them invaluable experience in music performance and appreciation through the play of fellow musicians, which is good, really. I mean, it's what it's all about. It's about listening to other people and seeing other acts as well. Now, you guys are from Tunbridge Wells, I think, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you're kind of like the outsiders here, are you, or are there other Tunbridge Wells bands as well?
I actually live in Crowborough.
You live in Crowborough,
Yes.
right?
So
okay.
it has some connection there.
Some connection, right? We've got a whole list of names of people playing. We've got Unauthorised Occupation, Prophets and Seers. By the 13th, whoever they are. Okay, I think it says here Kay Hazelden, who's been on the show, Millie McCarran, who's been on the show, Paige Hackworth,
been on the show,
Becky Modjesh, and Red Doors.
Been on the show.
Red Doors been on the show. Lots of these people have already been on the show, so this is the first for you. So, guys, what are you going to play for us first?
This next song is called Bleach, so
it's our newest song in our set.
It's the newest song in our set.
Okay, over to you.
Okay.
We've promised quite a long song as well, so I'm looking forward to this.
Okay. Should we start?
Just see you like all the rest with a blade right to your end. I'm sorry if I leave a time, but you're the thing that I read. Hold on to your last breath. Think about what your life really meant. Hey, yeah. Another dollar, another day. Don't care what you say. You know you're just a pretty face. Out of context, out of place. Can't stand the soul, can't plead your case. Pull the soul right from your skin. Cleanse your heart and all your sins. Stupid actions, stupid words. No one cares about what they heard. with a conviction. Keep the voice to break the friction. Now I guess we'll be okay if we do just what they say. Yay, it'll be like holiday. Hey, yay, another dollar, another day. Don't care what you say. You know you're just a pretty face. Out of context, out of place. Can't stand the talk, can't plead your case. Another dollar, another day. Don't care what you say. You know you're just a pretty face. Out of context, out of place. Can't stand the talk, can't plead your case.
Right, nice one, guys.
I like that.
Yeah.
Love it.
So, who wrote that? Where's that come from?
Well, I write most of the songs, and well, in my songs, I firstly we've wrote a set which is just about an album, which is 8 songs, and with my songs, I kind of tried to tell a story with them, and it's it's based,
Within each song, or you mean the 8 songs will?
It's a whole 8 song, and it's mainly about just general society and how it can send you crazy, etc. And kind of with the name Prophets and Seers, which first of all it's from the T-Rex album Prophets, Seers and Sages, which I guess you'd know it's a great album. And I kind of like to base it on the religious side of things, because we've got it's kind of how religion kind of controls us and sends us mad, and kind of, you know, takes us.
No, it's interesting that you take that whole approach, because it, you know, I mean, generally, I guess what people do is write an individual song and put it together as a collection of songs.
Yeah.
Not almost working in reverse. What you're saying you do, you have almost a collection of 8 songs, which are 8 parts of the same story.
Yeah, it's a concept album.
Yeah.
So, who are your influences then? Who do you listen to?
Well, I kind of, first of all, I kind of listen to hardcore punk, which kind of gets my...
What, current or old school, or...?
Well, first of all, I listen to Dead Kennedys, Minor Threat, but I
so
also
older
listen
stuff
to the
then.
new stuff. But that's kind of where I get my idea of the general problems with society, and kind of, you know, how it's so corrupt, and how we live in a bureaucracy. And then I also get influences from kind of lesser known bands like Pixies and T-Rex and all that old stuff, which is where I get my kind of retro acoustic sound.
Yeah.
So,
That was quite Pixies, I'd say.
yeah, that's I get a lot from the Pixies.
More than the Dead Kennedys. But I don't know a lot about the Dead Kennedys, but I'm an old punk first time round, so may not look it now, but I was once. But
there, you know, there's so many sort of genres that you could sort of go into, because the concept albums these days, it's I would say it's probably much more a kind of a prog thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, the thing about us is we're not generally what you call a genre band, because first of all, I listen to hardcore punk, Stefan listens to psychobilly, rockabilly.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm a classic.
I was a
rock
psychobilly
alternative
as well.
man.
Yeah. And then Stefan listens to kind of metalcore, alternative rock, that kind of stuff. So let's say so we've kind of merged all these genres together, and it's not about the genres; it's just about the
So you, although
music.
you say you write the songs and you're generally the main songwriter,
Yeah.
you it's quite collaborative. Everybody has an input into it.
Yeah,
Your
there's a
songwriting
basis, and
process.
there's a basis of a song that gets come in, and we're like, okay,
you see what he
let's
did
all
there?
put our ideas
There's
together.
a basis. of a
Yeah.
song.
Just plugging myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can understand what you're saying. There's a core, but you're bringing little bits into it, into the mix.
We all contribute something, and overall we then get this new sound. And we try not to, as Tiernan said, we try not to box ourselves and keep ourselves quite so closed-minded.
Yeah.
We try to keep things nice and open to interpretations.
I mean, do you normally play sort of electric guitars, you guys? Or
Yeah.
Okay. So have you?
yeah.
I was going to say, have you adapted what you're doing to acoustic?
Yeah, well, kind of. It's kind of exactly the same. This song was actually written acoustically. I actually write all my songs acoustically, and then we adapt it to electric, so it actually kind of sounds more pure in acoustic form. But yeah, it's kind of like, usually I play a clean guitar, and there would be overdrive with the bass and electric guitar, but it's kind of, we just play it acoustically, and I think it gives it a different sound, which is quite nice actually.
So how often do you get together to practice them?
It's usually on Tuesdays in my loft.
Oh, right, okay.
So the neighbours absolutely love us.
Yeah.
I think they're very lucky actually.
They get to hear everything
In your
first.
opinion, yeah.
So is it 1 knock for that's rubbish and 2 knocks for that's really good?
We don't know, we can't.
Oh, really? Just turn it up to 11.
I mean, it is an issue, isn't it, rehearsing? It's always difficult, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're not working, you can't afford rehearsal space, I suppose.
And
I'm
having
not talking
rehearsal
for you,
space
but-
is difficult,
Yeah.
isn't it? It really.
Terribly hard.
What about school? Is there any options there if you do like after school?
Well, me
either
and
clubs
Stefan,
or rooms to.
we go to Maskell's school, and they've got recording studio there and stuff. So that's an option that we can take, which
But
is
it's hard
very
for-
lucky.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
hard for Seihan and Tiernan to get there.
We go to different schools to them.
So-
So
Yeah, so that's not really an option then, is it?
No.
Unless it's at the
So,
weekends or.
just get. How old are you guys?
I'm 16.
Stefan.
I'm 16 as well.
Yeah, 16. It's just
And
Tiernan's
I'm
the younger.
14.
So right,
14.
So you're year 9,
10.
year
I'm just-
10.
I
You
was-
guys year 11 or year 12?
I'm year 11 and so is Mark.
I'm in year 12.
Right. Okay.
They've got it sus, haven't they? The other three
Yeah.
older boys are letting the youngest do all the work.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the thing, all the songwriting. He can do that. We got better things to do.
Usually we have a way of managing things. I'll try and find the gigs, and then Tiernan's kind of like the front, and Seihan and Mark try to make sure that Tiernan doesn't say anything that might upset.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
So
have been
how does-
unsuccessful in the past.
So you say about gigs. I mean, how does that? Because obviously, I mean, in the eyes of the law, you're too young to play in pubs, so that eliminates that. Unless you do play, I don't know. Unless you play early sets. I mean, what do you do in the way of gigs at the moment?
Well, I'd like to say a big thank you to Crowborough Rocks, because that opened up a lot of gigs for us.
A
you know.
previous one.
And yeah, we played there before, and it's really, really good for places
Yeah.
like this who kind of bring in new local young people, because you know it gets them into the idea of playing in bands and playing live to people, and it's also good for the community. And we've also played at Tunbridge Wells Forum.
Oh, right, okay.
That's
I mean, the interesting thing with this show almost kind of came off, not off the back, but it kind of dovetailed in with a project which I ran in Uckfield called the Jam Project, which was a project for young people. We had a rock school, we had all top-notch equipment and everything else, and you know, we supplied bands for this roughly for 10 years. You know, we've now finished that project, but it's great that these other projects, and that Alison is doing stuff, you know, in Crowborough. And you know, she comes from a family with a musical heritage anyway, and you know, so it's certainly in Crowborough anyway, and that she's doing this for you guys. It's really fantastic. Before we proceed with another track, can I just take some ads, okay?
Uckfield FM.
So we're back with Prophets and Seers. We've got one more song to play for us before we go, but we're going to be chatting to them a bit longer. You said about Crowborough Rocks really helped you. Was it, because how many years have been running now? A couple of years, isn't it?
we're not actually sure, because we only started a few, like
The last one prior to
that's
this.
the only one we've
That was that one at the, where was that? It was
Community
That's Crowborough
Centre.
Community Centre.
Okay.
It was the first actual gig I did with these three. So it really was pretty good to get me out there and practice, because I haven't been playing for a while.
But it's like you say, it's good for the community, but it's good for the music community, because you've already said that in your early days, you're born out of two bands that have split up or gone there, you know, just demised, whatever.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good for networking, I think, these events, because you share tips. You're all in there supporting each other. There's no it's not like a battle of the bands. It's not a competitive thing, is it? So
Not at all. No.
And what you were saying about networking, yes, it's actually Crowborough Rocks has been very good to us, because yesterday at about this time we didn't know that we were actually going to be on radio today.
all right. I know the lineup has changed, which is why I didn't allude to it at all in any of the promotion for it, because in the run up to me doing the promotion for it, there have been a couple of changes, and I thought this is probably going to change quite frequently, and it has. It's even changed right up to the last minute, I think, isn't it? So yeah, it was just good to get a taster of the bands that are going to be involved.
So are you guys involved in the thing in Crowborough on Thursday night? I'm not quite sure where it was, a coffee bar or something in Crowborough.
No, the next gig we're doing is the acoustic one on the Saturday.
Right.
April 13th,
Okay.
so.
But so did you guys didn't do there was one at the community centre, I can't remember, it was September, that might have been before you formed them really, wasn't it?
The last one that we did for Crowborough Rocks was December, late
Right.
December, after
Okay.
Christmas.
Yeah.
But that was into as well in Crowborough.
Right, okay.
Just out of interest, what's the turnout, public like for these events? Does it just tend to be friends and family, or are there people that nobody knows who's just wandered?
We've had some good turnouts.
Yeah.
The forum we had about 200.
Right,
So,
that was for Crowborough Rocks event, was it, or
that
for
was
your
Tom
event?
Ross Music School.
Oh, okay.
Church of Guns,
All right.
So
Yeah.
that was really.
That was recent, wasn't it?
That was very recently, about a month ago now.
Yeah.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah. But for the Crowborough Rocks events, which obviously are for the local people of Crowborough, I guess. I mean, are there many locals that have just sort of wandered in and?
There was quite. It was quite an older community. There were actually mostly just random people that we had never met before.
Right.
Who actually were quite good to watch because we got quite a few people liking our page on Facebook.
Yeah, yeah.
afterwards,
And they were
people
really
like that.
supportive while we were
At
there.
the end of the day, it works then, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
that's great. One more song, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, you
let's hear
have a
from you
question,
guys.
Dave?
No, I was going to say, let's hear from you guys then, okay?
Okay, this next song's Apathy for the Devil.
We're all the same inside, just got a border with Lucifer to live your life. So why if you burn in hell? It's just your soul you gotta sell. Chance to be somebody, choose it fast before you're sorry. The world's unfair, I know I do. So skip the system, and you can be free We're all the same inside, just got a border with Lucifer to live your life. So why if you burn in hell? It's just your soul you gotta sell. breach. Take the chance and don't refrain. 6 billion people say you don't. It's not true. 6 billion people say you don't. It's not true. 6 billion people say you don't. It's not true. 6 billion people say you don't. It's not true.
Well done,
Nice, excellent.
Got a couple of messages here, and John, Stefan's dad, says our neighbours go to the pub when they play. So when you're rehearsing them, okay? Yeah, but we have a mouse that likes them though. He says, that's good. Yeah,
Got a mouse fan base.
yeah, very good. And another one here from Mel D. Actually, this is for Alison out there. It says Ali is fab. Yeah, so we'll echo that. She's doing a great job, guys. Thanks a lot for coming in.
Thank you.
Best of luck at Crowborough Rocks, which I think is the Chapel Green Cafe shop. Something like that.
Okay. We'll be back very shortly.
Yep.